Okay. I hate these glasses. I really need some other glasses. This video is about Ciara and Ciara's comeback. Somebody else had made a video. Her name is, I'm not gonna say. I'll like put it in a tag thing because I'm gonna forget, and then somebody gonna be mad at me. I really need to get my hair done. Like for real, I need to get my hair cut. Actually, no. Okay, I don't care. So Ciara has been on Twitter and she has been like tweeting this countdown or whatever. I didn't even know she was on 3 like a while ago. Somebody on Facebook, I think his name is Robert Ciara. I can't remember his whole name. It's Robert Ciara something, had sent me a message about Ciara and her comeback and was asking me questions about it. He was talking about she had tweeted 3 and I didn't even know she was on 3 last time I checked. She was on 4, and yesterday or this morning, she's on 2. So everybody is speculating what they think it is or whatever. And the dude, he asked me what I think it is, and I said I believe that it's probably going to be like, like the promotional shoots for like the album and stuff like that. I feel like it's going to be that because I feel like it's too soon for her to release a single because That's My Boy comes out June the 15th, and you never really see an artist release a single before you get the promotional photo shoot, as far as I'm concerned. Like I think the first thing that Ciara dropped from back basic I was about to say back to basics Basic Instinct era is Basic Instinct You Got Me. I really want to say Ride, but I think Ride had actually leaked. That's what I want to say. Or whatever. And that's how it started. And then Rod came out after that or whatever, and then proceeded Give Me That. So normally when artists, are getting ready to really get started with the promotion for the album, they normally drop the promotional photo shoot first. So I feel like that's what it's going to be. And I feel like the single, just in my personal opinion, I feel like the single is not going to come out until after That's My Boy comes out. I mean, come on, she's on Twitter right now and she's promoting the movie, by asking people to tweet her pictures of the billboard of That's My Boy. So to me, it's just not really a smart move to promote a single and a movie at the same time because one of them is going to get, lesser attention or whatever. Right now, the movie is coming out June 15th. So I feel like it will be either to be an announcement, like I don't think it's going to be an album release date announcement because those are always really bad because they don't ever come out when they're supposed to. But it's probably going to be like my album will come out in the fall, like an announcement like that or something like that, or it'll be the photo shoot from the new album. That's what I personally feel like. Because even LA had already said itself that Ciara is next up, so I feel like that's what's going to happen. He asked me like, how do I think this album's going to be? I feel like it's going to be a mixture. I feel like it's going to be like, okay, I told him this. I feel like it's going to be like Raymond versus Raymond. A lot of people didn't like that. Well, from my opinion of who I've spoke to, some people said they didn't like that album because Usher was doing too much pop. But I feel like Usher is one of the artists in our generation that can do something like that. Like, I feel like Usher is like, if there was a class of artists and everybody was in their own class, let's say like Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson have their own class or whatever. I feel like people like Usher, Beyonce, Ciara, and Chris Brown, even though I don't too much care for Chris Brown, like are in the class under them. So they are the artists that can mix and do stuff like that, like do urban records and pop records. So I feel like, well, Usher is one of those type of artists that he can do stuff like that because he can sing, he can dance, he's an entertainer, he's a performer or whatever like that. And I mean, he has the talents to be able to do something like that. So I wasn't too upset about it. It's just when you put out shitty pop records like Scream, I feel like that's a shitty record. But oh my god, I didn't like it when it first came out, but it grew on me. But that's not the point. I'm not talking about Usher. The point is, I feel like her album's going to be like that. I feel like it's going to be like urban, like hip hop urban, like, hardcore kind of, but with R&B, like Promise. Like, let me explain it in records. It's going to be like urban, like, what record can I say? Hold on. Let me think about this. What is that song? Yeah, I know. Like that, like urban, hard, grungy, hardcore, something like that or whatever. Because I don't really want to say something from Goodies because I feel like Goodies had a lot of pop crossover appeal. Maybe like, something like that. Like that. R&B-ish, like Promise, You Can Get It, like that. And then I don't really want to say pop, but I want to say more of a revolutionary sound or more of a broadened sound, like High Price, because that was like a fuse of like opera, rock, hip hop, or whatever. Like I feel like that's what the record is going to be like. So I'm very excited about it. Of course, I'm gonna buy everything that she releases. The album, like, I mean, Ciara is like one of the most consistent artists that I've supported through an artist's career, other than Lupe Fiasco. I bought goodies. Like I liked Ciara when she first came out. Like I didn't know, not initially because when the video of Goodies was out, I was hating on her. I was like, not because of the whole Aaliyah thing, because a lot of Aaliyah fans, people that was fans of Aaliyah before Ciara, whatever, hated on Ciara because they said that, well, people said that Ciara was copying off of Aaliyah and she was just trying to be another Aaliyah. I never saw that whole thing. I really didn't. Besides the whole tomboy thing, they have two completely different styles. So it wasn't that. It was just that I was just hating because I really don't like people when I first listen to them or whatever. It takes me a minute. Like people have to grow on me. And then after I listened to that video when I got home or whatever, I was just like in love with Ciara. Like I was just like popping my ass to goodies and all that kind of stuff. So I bought her album. I want to say when the release date came out. Goodies. I bought that, and then I bought the Evolution when it first came out. The first day it came out, and I bought I think I bought 3 copies of Fantasy Ride. I think I bought the iTunes version. I bought a physical version, and I want to say I bought it on Amazon MP3. I know I had it on Zoom Marketplace too, but that's not technically a purchase, it's more like a download because I have a Zoom Pass. And then I bought 2 copies of Basic Instinct. Technically, I had bought one on iTunes, but they was acting shitty. They wouldn't download my stuff when the day of the release date. It would not download, so I canceled with them because they was on some bullshit. So I purchased it from Amazon MP3, and then I purchased a physical copy from somewhere. So yeah, so I've always supported Ciara, and I bought all her singles, like remixes too. You know, I bought all of that. So of course I'm gonna support her. I'm just excited about this era because I feel like people are some fans are upset at Ciara because of her album's not doing well or her singles not doing well or her going from a poppy sound, but people don't understand the evolution and the growth of a person and an artist. I'm happy that Ciara went through what she went through because it makes her drive and her hunger so much more, and it makes her just be epic as hell because when you get to see and you know how to go about stuff better, when you see how certain records don't perform or how labels are or just how certain promotional elements don't work, you know how to go about it better. So she learned from that. You know, she's become a much better singer than she was when she first came out or whatever. She's she's gonna kill it when she comes out. She's gonna be performing her ass off, dancing her ass off. Vocals are gonna be on point. I saw her perform in Dubois. I think that's what you want to say or whatever. When she was performing Love, Sex, Magic, her vocals were on point. She wasn't dancing as hard as she normally do on the song, but her vocals were literally not as good, better than the studio version of Love, Sex, Magic. Everything was on point, so she's gonna be fucking killing, straight up, vocals, performances, stage pressing, she's gonna be fucking slaying, period. And it doesn't matter what anybody says, even if I'm not even gonna say that. She's gonna slay, period. That's all that matters. She's just gonna slay. Just going through all that or whatever, it just makes her so much more stronger. Now she's on a label that she can take all of that, the growth from her singing, her dancing, entertainment, commanding the stage, to knowing how to work in the business better because of all of the bullshit she done went through or whatever like that. She can take that and she's gonna be fucking epic. So, and she's only 26 years old, so she has so much more time to spread her wings. So I'm actually happy that Ciara went through what she went through because it's just making her a stronger person. Ciara is gonna be up there on Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson level by the end of her career because she's went through so much shit. It makes her stronger. I feel like sometimes when you, like Ciara said, she likes her success in bits and pieces. She don't want it all at once. When you get it like that, it makes you a stronger person. It makes you a stronger performer. It makes you a stronger artist. I feel like when you are so used to success so much or whatever, you get caught up in it and you start to be lackluster. You start to feel yourself too much and you start doing some bullshit or whatever like that. Which, honestly, when I think about that, that can kind of be directed at one particular person, but I'm not going to go there. Or whatever. And so Ciara having little bits of success or whatever like that keeps her grounded, and it keeps her with that drive that, this can be taken from me at any moment. So I got to be on my P's and Q's, and I got to always, when I go out there, I got to always kill it. I can't give my fans, I can't give the people, the haters or whatever like that, I can't give them lackluster. I have to give them something where it's like, you can talk shit, but the fact of the matter is I slay. So I feel like that's how she's going to be when she comes out. And the whole fantasy ride thing about her going for more pop sound. Somebody said that they believe her label had pushed her to do that. I feel like they probably did, but I feel like Ciara probably wanted to do it too, because like, who wouldn't want to change up and do a different sound? I feel like every time you do an album, you should do something different. So I mean, I feel like it was great. Like, you had records like High Price, Tell Me What Your Name Is, dang, what other like different records that Ciara did? Work was kind of like Ciara's root sound, but it was a little bit more different. Um, what else? I don't remember, whatever I think. Like, it just gave her more versatility. It helped her expand her sound and see what she can work with and what she probably doesn't want to continue anymore. So it helps to diversify and versatile herself. Even if she didn't have massive success from that, she probably caught some new fans from doing that kind of pop sound. Like, I know some people that actually like Ciara just from that era. So it didn't do anything but help her, and it helps broaden her fan base too, because like, she toured with Britney Spears overseas, so it helped her get some UK fan base, get herself more known over there, and like I said, helped her get some more pop fans or whatever. So with all of her flop periods, like people want to say, it really didn't do nothing but help her. It just really made her slay even more. So when she comes out, it's just gonna be like, it's a done deal. So I'm so happy for her. I'm so proud of her. Whatever. I'm happy she on Epic Records with not only just it being a good label in itself, even though I don't think we know much about Epic Records. The fact that L.A. Reid loves her, he's passionate about her. One thing that helps in a person's career is to have somebody behind you that believes in you as much as you believe in yourself. And I feel like Ciara has it in L.A. Reid. Like, so he was there. I think he signed her at the beginning of her career. So it's just gonna be nothing but a great experience. And I just feel like, no shade to everybody else on Epic Records, but I feel like Ciara, like they said, Ciara is like number one priority, because she just has it all. She has the singing, she has the dancing, entertainment, like the model-esque look, the artistic vision, the drive. Like, she has all that. So I feel like she's gonna have the best era from Epic Records, just period. So when her single comes out, I wonder, will she do a buzz single? That would be kind of nice. I really want her to put out like an EP too. Like, I want her to put out like an EP. Like, I feel like Ciara has gave us music, and I feel like we have unreleased music, but I feel like I wish she could be like one of those artists like B.O.B., who, like, even though he puts out mainstream records, he still makes a body of work of just other music to release to his fans, like mixtapes. He did No Genre, which I love that I was gonna say album, mixtape or whatever. Before he had came out with his debut album, he came out with Gangsta Grills or whatever. I love that mixtape too. He came out with Epic, E.P.I.C or whatever like that. I didn't really like that one, but I feel like that was for more his hardcore gangster like fan base or whatever like that. And people like, Miguel, who had put out, I forgot that first mixtape he put out. I can't remember the name of it, but his latest ones was a series of Art Dealer Chic or whatever like that. I wish she could do something like that. So I hope she kind of do something like that. That'd be cool. Like, all them times we were supposed to get mixtapes, the Fantasy Ride mixtape never got it, and the Basic Instinct mixtape never got it. I mean, she released songs from there, on the internet, but we never really got the full collection of working in a more professional piece. And who was that said that she shouldn't put out no damn mixtape during one of them periods? I think it was a dream. He need to shut the fuck up. I'm so happy he not on this record, because he was saying like, oh, she shouldn't put it out because it'd just be too much. Like, I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna go there. He just needs to shut up, because his word is so invalid right now. I mean, I know he's a good writer, I guess, about some stuff, whatever. But unless you was just like this bad bitch in the industry, like everything you got just like turns to platinum and gold or something like that, you need to sit down. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. The more music, the better. So she should definitely put out like an EP or a mixtape or something like that. I feel like she owe it to her fans, because we've been getting so inconsistent periods after the evolution. We had Fantasy Ride, and then one official single came out, and then the second one, then nothing. I mean, they did an overseas single work or whatever like that, but that wasn't technically for us. And then you had Basic Instinct. We had the viral video of Basic Instinct, You Got Me. Then we had Ride, and then we had Gimme That, and then that was it. So we've had so many inconsistent music errors or whatever like that. I feel like we deserve like a mixtape to complement it with the album or an EP or something like that. So that's pretty much it, because I know I got 15 minutes and I cannot go on any longer than 15 minutes on a video. So peace. Everybody tell me what you think.